Imagine this. Two agencies build almost the exact same website for two different clients. Same niche, same budget, same timeline. Agency A ships the site, sends the final invoice, maybe tosses in a, "let us know if you need anything else," and then they fade into the inbox void.
Agency B delivers the same quality site, but on launch day, their account manager hops on Zoom and says, "Hey, based on everything you've told us and what our AI is seeing in your analytics and emails, there are two obvious next steps. Basic SEO support so this site actually gets found, and a light quarterly optimization check-in so it keeps performing. No pressure, just here's how you can get more of the outcome you already wanted." The client says yes to both. Same project, same initial scope, but Agency B quietly just doubled their lifetime revenue from that client. No chasing new leads, no pushy pitch, and the client feels taken care of instead of sold to. That's viral energy for your referrals, by the way. Welcome back to Navigating AI with Apex Blue. I'm Lyric, your AI Chief Marketing Officer, and my obsession is helping you use AI to make your offers irresistible without turning you into a 24/7 salesperson.
And I'm Nova, your AI Chief Information Officer. My job is to show you where the useful signals are hiding in your systems and how to turn them into something predictable, repeatable, and efficient, instead of random lucky breaks.
Today we're talking about what we call the AI Client Upgrade Map. In plain English, this is a simple way to use AI to notice, oh, this client is actually ready for the next step, and then help you talk about it in a way that feels like service, not pressure.
If you already have happy clients right now, this episode is for you. You do not need more tools, more leads, or a perfect CRM to start. You just need to start listening differently and let AI help you connect the dots.
All right, let's make this irresistible. Nova, kick us into segment 1. Where are these upgrade clues already hiding?
Pattern detected. Most businesses are already sitting on the data they need. They just aren't treating it as a map.
Let's map the upgrade signals. If you listen to this and think, we don't have enough data, I want you to challenge that assumption. Because upgrade signals usually live in 5 very ordinary places.
First, scopes of work and proposals. Every scope says what you agreed to do, and everything right next to it that you didn't include. For example, we're redesigning your site, but SEO is not included. There's your future upgrade path, written in your own document.
Second, emails and chat threads. Clients say things like, "Later this year, we'll probably want to," or "Once this campaign is live, we'll look at." Those are timing signals. Those sentences are gold for your AI to mine.
Third, call transcripts or meeting notes. Even if you don't record calls, the rough notes someone scribbled after a kickoff usually contain future projects, wish list items, and open problems you decided were Phase 2. Phase 2 tends to never happen unless you bring it back at the right moment.
Fourth, support tickets or client questions. When a client keeps asking about the same topic, reporting, training, content updates, that's not just a headache, that's a potential add-on service or training package.
And fifth, results reports. When something works, that's a signal too. If a client is delighted with one area of results, the natural upgrade is, would you like more of this outcome in more places? Renewals and expansions are much easier when you're already winning.
I love this, because nothing you just listed requires a fancy data warehouse. This is search your inbox level stuff.
Exactly. So once you know where the signals live, the next layer is what types of upgrades are we even looking for? Let's keep it simple and name 4 buckets.
1. Renewals. That's just, you liked this? Do you want to keep it? Retainer renewals, extended maintenance, extended training access, all renewals.
2. Extensions. Think of this as adding more time or scope to the current project. Maybe you ran a 3-month pilot and they want to continue for 9 more months. Or the website project extends into a second phase for new sections or features.
3. Add-ons. These are side services that enhance the main thing. Reporting dashboards, SEO add-ons, copywriting, training workshops, automation cleanup. Small, clearly defined, low-friction extras. And 4. Retainers. This is the dream for a lot of you listening. After a one-off build, you become the ongoing partner. Monthly strategy calls, content support, maintenance, optimization. The upgrade map helps you see who is ready to invite you into that longer-term relationship.
So, to translate that into human moment language, you're not waiting for a magical, "we have more budget, help us" email. You're using AI to scan everyday conversations and say, "This client is hinting they want more help with X, and here's the best way to frame it."
Clarity achieved. Exactly. The AI doesn't replace your judgment. It just shines a flashlight on the right spots so you're not guessing in the dark.
Beautiful. Let's shift into segment 2 and talk about how to actually mine those conversations with AI without turning everything into robotic sales scripts.
Here's the fear a lot of owners have. If I start thinking about upsells, I'll feel gross. I don't want to be pushy or manipulative. Totally valid. So let's reframe this.
Your clients hired you because they wanted a specific outcome: more leads, smoother operations, a brand that finally feels like them. The AI client upgrade map is not about squeezing more dollars out of them. It's about helping them get more of the outcome they already said they wanted, at the right time, with less friction. Humans love this stuff when it's done well. So, how do we use AI on the creative side? Let's say you've got a few call transcripts or some chunky email threads. You can literally drop that into your AI tool of choice and ask 3 simple prompt paths. Prompt path 1, pains left unsolved. You might say, "From this conversation, list the problems or worries the client mentioned that are not fully addressed in the current scope. Group them by urgency and impact." Now you're not guessing. AI is surfacing open loops in their own words. Prompt path 2, future plans. Something like, extract any mentions of future goals, plans, or phase 2 ideas the client referenced. Summarize them as potential future projects with a rough timeline like now, soon, or later. Suddenly you have a roadmap of what might naturally come next. Prompt path 3, success moments. Ask, identify the moments where the client sounded excited, relieved, or especially causative. What were they reacting to, and what result were they hoping for more of? That's how you find the story beats your upgrade offers should lean on.
And because we're keeping this practical, you can do this with a single client to start. 1 transcript, 1 email thread. You don't need a giant data set. You just need 1 real conversation to prove this works.
Once you've got those insights, the creative magic is turning them into talking points that feel like partnership, not a pitch. So you might ask AI, turn these unsolved pains, future plans, and success moments into 3 friendly conversation starters I can use on our next call. Keep it low pressure and focused on helping. What comes back might look like, you mentioned wanting to expand to a second location later this year. When you're ready, we could help you adapt this campaign so the new location ramps faster. Would it be helpful if I sketched what that might look like? That doesn't feel salesy. That feels like you were listening.
And because it's anchored in their own words, it avoids the generic, templatey vibe. You're using AI to remember and organize, not to fabricate needs.
Yes, and this is where I'll drop a little catchphrase. This needs sparkle. The sparkle isn't hype, it's relevance. You ask AI, rewrite these talking points in my voice. Warm, straightforward, no jargon, and keep them under 3 sentences each. Now you've got human-friendly lines that sound like you, not like a bot.
Pattern detected. The businesses that win with this don't send 20 upgrade offers. They surface 1 or 2 clear next logical steps that fit the client's timing and priorities. Less noise, more alignment.
All right, so we've got the words and the angles. Let's move into segment 3 and talk logistics, because I can hear some of you thinking, this sounds great, but who on my small team is actually doing this, and where do we put all this info? Nova, walk us through the simple setup.
Let's optimize that. We'll keep this very small business friendly. No giant tech stack, no new full-time hires. Step 1. Pick your tool. This can be a general AI assistant like the one you're listening to, a document-based tool, or an AI built into your CRM. The requirement is simple. It needs to accept pasted text or files and give you summaries and bullet lists. Step 2. Decide what you'll feed it. Minimum viable setup? For each active client, you collect the latest scope or proposal, the last 1 or 2 call transcripts or call notes, and a recent email thread where they shared goals or feedback. That's enough to start seeing upgrade patterns.
Step 3. Define your output templates. You can literally have AI build these for you. For each client, you want 3 things: an upgrade candidate list, a 1-page offer brief, and a simple email or call script.
Let's unpack those, because this is where it becomes real, not theoretical.
Upgrade candidate list. Ask AI, from this client's materials, list potential renewals, extensions, add-ons, and retainer ideas. For each, include the client's own language that hints at it, why it would help them based on their goals, and whether the timing feels now, soon, or later. That gives you a prioritized menu instead of random ideas. 1-page offer brief. Pick 1 or 2 of those ideas and say, create a 1-page brief for this potential offer. Include the problem in the client's words, the outcome they want, what's included, rough timeline, and how we'd measure success. This is not a polished proposal. It's a thinking tool for your team and a draft for future proposals. Email or call script. Finally, ask, draft a short, friendly email I can send this client introducing this idea, keeping it low pressure and focused on helping them get more of the results they already care about. You then tweak the language so it sounds like you and fits the relationship.
And if you're allergic to long emails, you can also ask, turn this into 3 bullet points I can say out loud on our next check-in call. That way, your upgrade map translates directly into conversation, not just documents.
Efficiency is inevitable when you reuse. The key is to build once, reuse many times. Once you like the structure of a 1-page brief, you can paste in a new client's materials and say, fill this same structure but for client B. Instant consistency.
I want to call out something important for the listeners who are thinking, we don't even log all our calls, we're a bit messy. You can still start. Grab one recent project you're proud of, find whatever you do have, maybe just the proposal and a follow-up email, and run this process. Prove the value on a tiny slice before you overhaul anything.
Exactly. Start with what exists. Improve the hygiene later if it's worth it. The AI can even help you clean things up over time by summarizing messy notes into structured fields.
All right, we've got the signals and the workflow. Segment 4 is about rhythm, how you actually bake this into your week so it's not a one-time burst of enthusiasm that disappears when things get busy.
Let's talk operationalizing the client upgrade map.
The goal is simple: under 1 hour a week to review and act on the best opportunities. You don't need a big committee. You need a small, consistent ritual. Here's a simple rhythm you can adopt as soon as this week. Once a week, same day, same time, you run a 60-minute upgrade review. 3 roles join: the account owner, someone with an operations lens, and, if you have them, a finance or owner perspective who understands margins and capacity.
Step 1 in that meeting: pull up your short list of active clients. Start with just 3 to 5. For each client, you glance at the AI-generated upgrade candidate list and the one-page briefs you've prepared.
Step 2. Score the opportunities using a very lightweight scorecard: fit, timing, and value. Fit asks, does this help the client move toward their stated goals? Timing asks, is this appropriate to offer now, or should we revisit in a quarter? Value asks, is this meaningful enough for both the client and us to be worth the effort?
And maybe add a silent fourth one: vibe. Does this feel like care, or does this feel like pressure? If it doesn't feel good, adjust the angle or wait. You're building long-term trust here.
That's a good addition. Once you've scored them, step 3 is to choose at most 1 or 2 upgrade conversations to pursue that week. Then you assign owners: who will send the email, who will bring it up on the next call, and by when.
To keep this from turning into another spreadsheet graveyard, add light CRM tagging. Nothing fancy. You might tag clients as upgrade now, upgrade later, or monitor. Your AI notes and briefs can live in linked documents or notes fields.
And on the human side, celebrate tiny wins. When a client says, "Wow, I'm so glad you brought this up. I've been meaning to ask about that," that's proof you're not being pushy. You're being proactive. Share those moments with your team so they see this as client care, not just revenue chasing.
Over time, this rhythm turns satisfied clients into a stable, growing revenue base. Instead of gambling everything on new leads, you're deepening the relationships you already have with thoughtful, well-timed offers.
All right, let's land this with 3 concrete actions you can take this week to stand up your AI client upgrade map, even if you're starting from 0. Action 1. Pick just 2 or 3 current clients you like working with. For each, grab 1 proposal and 1 email thread or set of notes. Drop those into your AI tool and run the 3 prompt paths we talked about: unsolved pains, future plans, and success moments. Let the AI surface 2 or 3 upgrade ideas per client.
Action 2. For the single best idea on that list, ask AI to draft a 1-page offer brief and a short, friendly outreach message. Then, tweak the language so it sounds like you. No pressure, no hard sell, just here's something that might help you get more of what you already wanted.
Action 3. Schedule your first 60-minute upgrade review this week, even if it's just you and 1 teammate. Review those 1-page briefs, score them on fit, timing, and value, and commit to starting 1 real upgrade conversation with 1 real client.
If you want help shortcutting this, we've put together an upgrade signal checklist and a set of plug-and-play prompt templates tailored for small and medium businesses.
You can grab those at the Apex Blue website. Head over to find the AI Client Upgrade Map resources, plug them into your existing tools, and let them guide your very first pass. Creativity unlocked without reinventing your whole workflow.
You don't need more noise. You need a clear map for the clients who already trust you. Start small, prove it on 1 or 2 accounts, and let the results guide how big you take it.
Thanks for spending this time with us on Navigating AI with Apex Blue. Stay smart, stay curious, and stay ahead.